Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography. I'm Jason, and with me is Tim.
That's me.
And who you see is missing is Bill because he's a little bitch and he had to take a night off because,
Wah.
he's that younger generation. They can't hang with us old folks. Anyway, we love you, Bill. Look forward to him coming back next week when we talk about, I don't fucking know. Like and
Right.
subscribe. Then you'll know what we're
And find
talking about
out.
next week. Yeah. I know we got some new releases coming out. Seven Spires. Bill picked that, so that should be coming out in the next day or so.
Yeah. I've checked out most of that so far. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, interesting is a word to use. Um, so we're bullshitting. Tim and I are hanging out here on a Saturday night, and we're talking vinyl records. Hashtag Bill needs vinyl. Let him know down in the comments down below that he needs to buy some vinyl records.
Yes, sir.
So, if you missed part one, this is probably part two. And we're going to just, we already talked about how we got into vinyl, our most expensive vinyl. We went through 7 inches. Now we're going to talk about some like cool variants of vinyl that
Yeah.
we own.
Yeah.
I own some cool variants.
Yeah. I've got a couple ready to go. I think I had one. I want. Yeah, there it is.
Have you ever got a vinyl album where it's just one record and it's on 4 LPs? I've got this Daydream Nation by Sonic Youth. It's 4 albums long.
Wow. Okay.
There's nothing, it's not colored or anything, but like, man, there is a wealth of music here that is.
Is it 33 or 45?
It's 12 inch, man. It's 12 inch. You got this
Well, I
fucking.
have enough Melvin's records that you still have to ask.
That's fair. That's fair. You got this huge booklet. It's not an original press, obviously. It's you got a live concert, you've got demos, a lot of good shit. Which is why I think Joe needs to join us when we cover Sonic Youth, because he wasn't a Sonic Youth fan, but he has given Sonic Youth 2 buys in our meat grinder, our album of the decade for the 90s. Which is weird for me because I've been trying to get the guy into Sonic Youth for the past 20 years. And he hasn't listened to them, and now he's like going through the albums of the 90s and he hears Goo and he's like, holy shit, top, third album of the fucking year, or Sonic Youth Dirty, top albums. Like, but have you heard Daydream Nation? This is from the 80s. This is good Sonic Youth. Anyway, that's one of my records that I'm proud that I own. I like that one.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
What you
So the
got?
first one I grabbed for this little experiment is a Rolling Stones record. It's more Hot Rocks, Big Hits and Phased Cookies. And the reason I grabbed this, it's a double album. This was a record store day release as well. Um, so we got a vinyl. It actually comes with some museum quality prints. And the vinyl itself glows in the dark.
Ooh, man, I want a Glows in the Dark record so bad.
Yeah. It is pretty rad. And yeah, sometimes you just want to turn off all the lights and watch a spinning orb play some Rolling Stones deep cuts. Yeah, it was really happy I got this release again. It's a double album. all kinds of cool little bonus things in here with the artwork and stuff. Um, yeah, it's very artsy, very cool record. And yeah, I mean, it glows in the dark. What more do you want?
And we did go through the Rolling Stones discography.
We did, yes, yeah.
Check out
Um,
searches by playlist. Look up discographies 2023, and you'll see.
that was a
It,
big one, but it
yeah,
was a good one,
it
and
was a
it's a
big
band
one.
that I enjoy. And you got to have some Stones on vinyl, right? And if you're going to have some Stones on vinyl, might as well glow it in the dark.
All right, my next one does not glow in the dark, but it is a cool picture vinyl,
Okay.
and it is a Newfound Glory, self-titled. Let me pull the fucking record out here. Which I just recently learned from Discogs that there's multiple versions of this picture disc, all of them with two different pictures. Which I'm happy because this side doesn't have shit on it. It's got the skateboard, whatever. It's not cool, but like this
Like it's
side,
Ed?
it's got the joystick, man. That's the Atari joystick. Probably musically, if we ever do Newfound Glory, I know Tim's gonna hate them, but
Perfect.
yeah, there's something about that fucking sweet, sweet pop punk from the early 2000s that just. I mean, look at these dudes, dude. Like, if there was 2000s, this is those. Look at them big ass baggy jeans, the dyed hair, the skater shirts.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's just something about it, man. These guys were the kings, and I'm glad I own the picture vinyl of it.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
It's all about the girls. Those
Well,
names.
speaking of all about the girls, the next one I picked up is a Judas Priest album. Um, this was also a record store day release. The cover is embossed.
Ooh,
So,
that's always
yeah,
nice.
as is the back cover with the wording. So that's pretty cool. And then, if I remember correctly, this vinyl is just to die for beautiful.
That's a pretty shiny blue.
Yeah, and I want to say the other one's red. Let me pull that one out. Um,
I should have got my Forrest Gump fucking soundtrack. It's red, white, and blue. 3
oh
disc.
wow. Well, and I have a red, white, and blue one that I'll be pulling out next. So
Ooh.
yeah, um, yeah, no white on this one, just the red and the blue. But yeah, just no see through, just real dark. Feels about 120 gram, honestly. It could be a little thicker, but it does sound really good. And yeah, just like a fun little Judas Priest best of with an embossed cover. I mean, look at that cover. It's rad as shit.
Yeah, I'll give metal that, man. They usually have the best artwork.
Yeah, no, this was a fun variant that I picked up for Record Store Day, and really happy I did. Really good one. Definitely a band I want to get more of on vinyl.
Yeah, we'll get the Judas Priest eventually on our
Yeah,
show.
it's gonna be a big one too.
My next one is, for some reason, pop punk has a lot of good colored vinyl.
Sure.
So I'm going to show my Blink 182 Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Still one of my favorite album titles ever.
Yeah, that's a good cover. A good album title. But this is the red, yellow, and green version, which is pretty rare nowadays. The red, yellow, green. Each one of these, because you got to remember, this was like 2002, 1, I don't remember. But vinyl was dead. Everyone was buying CDs. Streaming hadn't taken off yet. MP3s were still not really that big. People were still buying CDs. There were 3 different versions of the CD, and each one of these had different hidden tracks. And I remember,
interesting. Okay.
when I bought it, my CD cover looked like this, and it had a song called "What Went Wrong," and it was top song Blink-182, fucking good shit, acoustic, sad boy, good shit. Cowboy had pants. His CD cover looked like this, and Joe had this one. His was
I'm not seeing the covers.
well, Joe had this one.
Okay.
Cowboy had this one. I had this one. We didn't know we had a different album. We all bought this record at the same fucking time.
Wow.
And I remember sitting in a Waffle House, and I said, dude, that fucking closing track, have you guys heard the hidden track? And they're like, yeah. I was like, dude, he's talking about fucking his dog in the ass. That shit's funny as shit. Cowboy's like, he's not talking about fucking his dog. He's talking about fucking his grandpa. I'm like, no, he's talking about fucking his dog. And Joe's like, no, he's talking about fucking your mom. And that's when we discovered there were 3 different versions of the CD.
Wow. Okay.
Each one of them
they're
had.
all kind of themed.
They're all kind of themed. Each one of them had 2 hidden tracks: a serious song and then a joke song about fucking a grandpa or a dog. And the serious song on my version is the best. What Went Wrong? I don't remember why I'm fucking talking about this, but I like this. I like this record because it has all 3 colors on it. I guess that was my point.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll get to Blink-182 on the show one day. I got a lot of good stories to tell.
Sure. Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
All right.
All right. So my next one's going to be a reissue that I was super excited to see got reprinted. This is Boston, not LA.
Oh, this is Boston, not LA. I knew you were the one.
This is a Newberry Comics exclusive edition of 500. The insert came with a lyric sheet, and then the vinyl is the red, white, and blue tricolor.
See, that's ironic, red, white, and blue, though.
I know, right? I was super excited to find this album, and I picked it up immediately.
Oh yeah,
because I love Jerry's Kids. I love Gangrene. They're 2 of my favorite hardcore bands of all time, and they're both on here. This is a seminal collection, of course, of old school, early '80s hardcore punk from Boston, and they only made 500 of these.
Yeah. That's a fucking Trump right there. That's a fucking Trump card.
Oh, and I'm saving the best for last.
See, I didn't line my shit up for like best. I gotta pull this bitch out. I've got in this NES. You remember these NES plastic sleeves right here?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
I got fucking Mega Man.
Oh wow. Wow.
It's on a really pretty vinyl. It's, blue clear splatter. Good shit. It's original 8-bit Mega Man. It's got Cut Man, Elect Man, Metal Man, Wood Man, Flash Man, Crash Man. Dr. Wily, Stage 1, dude, is one of the best video game songs of all time. I got it on vinyl. Um, yeah, it's cool vinyl. It comes with like stickers and all kinds of shit. It's got all the fucking Robot Masters on there. Mega Man's the shit.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I might be able to beat that with this one though.
Oh, probably.
Um, so this is another vinyl I bought in the '90s. So probably one of the first 10 I bought. This one's also kind of special to me because when I was 19 years old, I got to spend 16 days in New York City. And one of those days, I traveled down to CBGB's and went down the block and found Bleecker Bob's and ended up buying a bunch of really cool shit there, including this guy. This is an original Beastie Boys Love American Style EP. Side 1, Shake Your Rump and Hey Ladies. Side 2, 33% God and Diss Yourself in 89. And then save the best for last here, Marbled Blue on Grand Royal and Capitol. Purchased in New York City at Bleecker Bob's.
Yeah, it's pretty punk rock.
This is a great album. It's it's a single, it's an EP, whatever. It's good stuff. Real good stuff. And one of the first things I ever got. Right off the bat, I knew like what vinyl is for. Vinyl is for finding the stuff that you're not going to find anywhere else.
The only thing I can take from that is it was the first I got. Because my next pick, there ain't nothing special about this except for nostalgia.
Okay.
And this was probably the first vinyl record that was ever mine.
Interesting. Okay.
And that would be Mickey Mouse Disco. I love this fucking record, dude. You got Macho Duck on it.
Oh man, okay.
You got watch out for Goofy. Watch out for Goofy.
Is that on YouTube or anything? Can you rip that for us? I want to hear.
It actually it is on YouTube.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
My version though is so scratched up and horrible. Shout out Michael Fowler. He knows this record. I mean, you can even see it through the fucking it's scratched to shit and back. When I first started collecting vinyl in 2009, I went on eBay and I was like, I got to get another copy of this. So I have a second copy of Mickey Mouse Disco. It's in much better condition than my version. But you're damn right, I got a second copy of this. It's one of the only few vinyl that I have 2 copies of.
Awesome. Okay.
This is on the original.
Yeah, I feel like 3 or 4 I have 2 copies of now.
This is on the original Rainbow Land, Disneyland fucking. Y'all know about that shit? Old school right there. My Disneyland Christmas is on that Rainbow level too.
Okay.
They actually just repressed Mickey Mouse Disco on vinyl because I was on some website. I was looking up Disney vinyl because there's a certain soundtrack I'm looking for. I ain't gonna say which one. Oodaladi, golly, what a day. But I've been looking for that soundtrack, so I was like, maybe they repressed it. No, but they repressed fucking Mickey Mouse Disco, I'm telling you.
I'm going to have to check that out. That sounds Macho Duck, man. That sounds like it's right up my alley.
Macho Duck.
What do they rhyme that with?
Oh, I know what I'm playing at the end of this motherfucking video.
Oh, thank God.
You got
So
any
my next
more?
one's going to be kind of an oddball one.
All right.
You guys remember Chicken Foot?
Yeah.
So I bought the first album. I actually really liked the album, right? And then I found the vinyl, and I don't know if you're even going to be able to tell on here. Um, this artwork is heat sensitive. So it's black, right? But if I
Yeah.
lay my hand on here for 5 minutes, pictures start showing up.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'll sit here and do it for a minute here. It's a little chilly tonight, but
All right. You do that while I talk about my next one. And when I'm done with my next one, we'll see if Chickenfoot comes through.
okay.
All right. My next one, it's nothing special. It's just, well, I guess it's on green vinyl. But whatever. It's a Green Day bootleg. I cataloged this on Discogs. It said it was worth $0 because it's a bootleg. But
Sure.
it's Green Day on a local radio station in New Jersey in 1992. The track list is fucking great. Like, this is old school, like pre-Dookie. I mean, pre-Dookie. Like, this is the good Green Day. You got "Don't Leave Me," 409, of course, "Welcome to Paradise," 2,000 Light Years. You got 80, "The Judge's Daughter." They're still pulling from like 39 Smooth Out Slappy Hours. Like, this is the good Green Day.
Interesting. Okay.
That's the good Green Day. So,
Okay.
all right, Chickenfoot, come
You
on
ready?
through. Yeah, we ready.
Okay.
Oh, we see a little bit. It looks like chicken bones. Oh, we see
There's
a handprint.
yeah, and then it's not really coming through, but yeah, there's faces coming through and letters, and you gotta sit here and really work it. But yeah, the whole
That's
thing's heat sensitive. I
that's
thought that was
cool as
rad.
shit.
I
That,
haven't listened to this in a while, but it's a pretty good album. It's pretty good.
it kind of reminds me of like the old school where you had to like rub the Transformers. Like, are you an Autobot or a Decepticon?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's the only time I've actually seen this where it's like they went with the heat sensitive and it actually changes like pictures show up and stuff. It's pretty cool.
That is
Pretty
cool.
cool.
All right, Tim, what's your number 2 coolest record that you own?
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. It's just one I grabbed.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
So this is another Record Store Day release. This is a reissue of the first Carcass album, which I don't know if you can read that.
Reek
It does.
of.
Reek of Putrefaction. It's presented on vomit-inducing vinyl. Contains original band art and 24 by 36 poster. Limited to 1,500 copies. And then because the cover was banned, it comes in this garbage bag wrapping, which I kept. I did kind of slit one side because you got to get in there. And I don't think there's any reason to not show the artwork. It's just a bunch of meat and human body parts. But we got to see that vomit-inducing vinyl, don't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a nice giant poster of the artwork. It's pretty big. It's not even all of it. I'm not going to do it all though. And then it's got like a pretty cool lyric sheet and photo montage. And then the vomit-inducing yellow with red swirl.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah. But it's a cool looking vinyl.
It's cool looking vinyl. It's pretty cool artwork. This is part of the Carcass reissue series where, they were. Oh, is there something else in there? Oh, yeah, there is something else in there. The download card is a burnt toe tag.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah, just a fun little package. Carcass are one of my favorite extreme metal bands, and so I get their vinyl. I'm only missing one more, and I'll have them all.
Ah, yeah. Some artists you just gotta get them all.
See, exactly. And yeah, this was definitely a copy of this one I wanted to get. Yeah, this, I mean, the trash bag is what makes it. It's just too good. Yeah, just a fun little, it's a noisy record, and not one I put on too often, but definitely a cool package.
My next one isn't as cool as that, but it's Teenage Bottle Rocket Another Way. This is their first album, I think. They might have had a couple
Okay,
EPs or something, but like it's on a cool fucking
but that's like the first like full length.
maybe. Yeah, I think it's got. Does that Burger King on it? Bloodbath. No, they might have had one before it, but it's it's on a pretty cool vinyl. It's super rare. I learned, but yeah, we're gonna get to this band. I think Tim will enjoy them. If you like the Ramones, you'll like Teenage Bottle Rocket. It's good shit.
Okay, perfect.
Good Ramones core pop punk. It hits that sweet spot.
Okay,
I got one more,
okay.
but you go ahead first while I pull this bitch out.
Well, I mean, it's hard to argue that I have a cooler record than this. Um, there were two different versions of it. I'll let you know which one I have and which one the other one was. And then, of course, you got this rad 3D lenticular cover.
Oh.
Yes, this is the South Park Bigger, Longer, Uncut soundtrack, um, which, okay, so it's double vinyl. I got the green and blue for Kyle and Stan, and then there was another version that had red and orange, of course, for Cartman and Kenny. And then I don't know if you can see this, but the little flap comes out and that drops down, and then you get a Terrence and Phillip pop up.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean it's just too good. It's too good. And yeah, I mean it's got all the songs, all the classics. Mountain Town, it's Easy MK, Blame Canada, Kyle's Mom, Brian Boitano, La Resistance. Um, ooh, this has got some remixes. It's got Kyle's Mom with Joe C featuring Kid Rock.
Oh.
It's got the Violent Femmes on here. Andrew Paul. It's got Oh Canada with Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson featuring Terrence and Phillip. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big South Park fan, and I couldn't pass this up. I tried to get the 25th anniversary concert, and that was gone before I got in the door. But I was able to get the bigger, longer, uncut soundtrack, and yeah, that Terrence and Phillip pop up is gorgeous.
Well, my last pick, it's a repress. It's not an original.
Oh, before you go on, I did forget to mention that the South Park is numbered as well.
Oh.
I don't know how many copies they made, but I've got number 4029.
I didn't bring any of my number down. I put all my number on Discogs. Um,
Yeah, yeah, I got to do that for sure.
all of our shit is on Discogs. Check the links down
Hmm.
below if you want to see our record collection.
Mine's like 95% correct. I do
And,
have to clean it up a little bit.
and hit us up in the comments down below if you collect records. If you're our generation, raised in the 80s, 90s, you got into record collecting, let us know. We love to talk
Yeah,
vinyl. Hit us up on Discord.
yeah. Discord, Discogs, because I want to see your collection. I
Yeah.
love seeing what people actually buy and care about.
My last pick is the Alchemy Index. This is one of two 10-inch records that I own, which I'm not a
Okay.
fan of 10 inches, but we're going to get into Thrice. I think Tim will appreciate Thrice. I think he has a bad impression of Thrice. I don't think he knows Thrice, but this is a
I
genius.
think all of that's correct.
I think this is a genius record.
Okay.
It's the Alchemy Index. Each record is a element. The first one's fire, and it's a 10-inch record. Fire is red, water
Okay.
is blue,
Imagine that.
air is clear, and earth is earth.
Earth is brown or green?
We'll save that for the thrice discography.
Oh, leaving me hanging. Okay. I got you.
This is by far their best work. It's a repress. It's not the original, but it's pretty pricey, new or used. I don't think you can get it new anymore, but when they announced that they were redoing it, I had to buy it. And it's a cool packaging. I mean, you get all the lyrics, you get the different volumes of fire and all the elements, and the elements talking to people and what have you. I like it. It's one of my favorite records that I own.
Okay.
So,
yeah, there's just so many. I mean, I love records, and records love me.
yeah. It's not the most convenient hobby to get into.
No, it's not.
They're a bitch to
But
move.
I think it's worth it.
It's worth it. Take any record, your favorite album of all time, pick it up on vinyl, play it on a record player. It'll change your life all over again.
50th anniversary orange vinyl on that first Funkadelic.
And hey, speaking of Funkadelic, if you want to join us, you like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, hit us up on Facebook, hit us up in Discord. We'll add you to the group. Come talk some Chili Peppers with us.
Number one.
Yeah, I don't think so. We might have a disconnect there. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. We just bullshit.
Yeah.
Bill dipped out on us. He's a little bitch. Bill, if you watch this,
so are we the little bitches?
Yeah, maybe Bill made us his bitches. I don't know. Bill, if you're watching this, leave us a comment down below. If you're not, well, shame on you.
Say hi to Ed for us.
So yeah, say hi to Ed for us. So, speaking of, if you're watching this, leave us a comment down below. If you are one of our subscribers that actually watches us, we love you guys. Help us, share us with your friends, because we say fuck a lot, YouTube don't like that, so we need
But your mom does.
Oh. We're going to wrap this up. Stick around. We're going to talk about the new Seven Spires record. We're going to talk about the new Cavalera record. Tim picked that one, so it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Be safe.
Got some things to say about it.
Lots of things to say. Be safe. Make good decisions.
Macho Duck. Oh, he is a manly sensation.